What is going on, guys? 2019 is here. We've got a lot of stuff that's going to be happening this year. I showed you all a little bit last year of our cabin, our homestead, and me working on it. We kind of slowed down a little bit last year, and now we're getting ready to pick up big time. We're planning on a lot of different things, looking for advice from you all and showing you all us learning how to do things. Going to be we're moving forward into homesteading. We're trying to be as self-sufficient as possible, and we also are going to show you guys how to be profitable, how to be able to do this full-time, and I say full-time, but when you guys hear that, don't think like a normal job. Homesteading is kind of a different thing where you have to kind of be a little bit of a minimalist. You can't be, you know, big mortgage and a bunch of different things going on. We are starting this year. We're getting goats. We're building a greenhouse. We are growing. We're thinking about starting seedlings, plants, and vegetables, and selling those at the farmers market. I know Living Traditions does that, and it inspired me to try to do that. We're trying to think of different ways and different things that we can do here on the homestead to make income. That way it's not just one way income coming in from outside. We want to be self-sufficient and make our own income as much as possible here on the homestead. So we're getting meat goats for our consumption and to sell. We got to build the barn. Let me show you all. So, I don't know how much you all can see. It's a little cloudy today. A lot of these things that we're getting ready to do, we are starting from scratch. We have nothing, almost nothing, going on already for it. Last year, I didn't show you all, I built an acre field of woven wire for the goats and stretched it around through here. I don't know if y'all can see that. It goes back through here, through the woods. But that's the only thing that I have ready for the goats is that fence. So what we got to do is we got to build a shelter for them to live in, and well, that fence looks kind of funny. We got to build a shelter for them so when we go get them in the next month or two, we have somewhere to put them. Hopefully we can get adults. This is what I'm hoping. I've been looking for like a year, just getting a price idea of what they sell for and stuff, but nobody really sells adult does unless they're culls, and I don't really want to start off with culls, so I might have to start with babies and raise them up. The point being why I want adults is within the first year I can get them bred, have their babies, and be able to sell them in the coming fall. So my goal is to try to have those animals at least pay for themselves the first year, and then the second year I'll start making profit off of them. And the longer I go, the more money I'll be able to make off of them. So I've got to build a shelter for them, which I believe right here in the corner of the field, I don't know if y'all can see, I'm going to use this tree and that tree as the back post, and then build off of that with cedar trees. I'm going to show you all how I'm going to build this. I'm trying to use everything possible that I can from the farm, the homestead here. We have, and I'll show you all, down there in the barn, there's a lot of old stuff that, I mean, it's just an old junky barn that's needs cleaned out, but there's a lot of good stuff that we can reuse and recycle, you know, from, oh my god, there's just so much stuff. I'll have to make a video of all that crap that's down there and show you all. So I'm going to cut cedar trees for all my framing. I'm going to put I need 2 posts in the front. I'm going to do 12 by 24 foot, and I'll show you all that in a diagram, you know, how I'm going to lay it out. One end I'm going to put a new coop, because this one don't know if you all can even see. This red coop here, it did good before, but it just hasn't worked for me. I've lost some chickens in this out here. I mean, we're way back. We're probably 3,000 feet off the road, and there's no houses around whatsoever. So all the predators are back in here, and the neighbor has a few goats and some cows. So the coyotes are really bad. So I've got to do something better about that coop. So I'm gonna put in the barn, I'm gonna put on the end a coop, and then a tack room, and then the goat shelter on the end, just so we can have something, you know, to go ahead and get them. And then the greenhouse, I've got to start on the greenhouse. Let me know what you all think about doing floating beds inside the greenhouse, because I have everything to do it with. I've the old plastic from the farmer that was here before, everything. I don't even have to buy, well, I have to buy the sheathing for the greenhouse, but that's it. I don't have to buy anything else or nothing else. And most of the tin for the barn I already have. So we're trying to do stuff as cheap as possible. I'm going to show you all, you know, some simple ways of doing this stuff cheaply. So I hope you all are looking forward to it. I'm so looking forward to it. I'm ready to get goats. 2 years of waiting and finally getting the homestead going. I am ready to get them. So I gotta look for them, different goats. I have some family that has goats, so maybe I can get a better deal on them. And we're getting meat chickens. Oh, that's a whole nother side. We get more laying hens, maybe getting more laying hens to raise our own chicks and incubating. I'm really thinking about it. I'm trying to think of all kinds of different ways to be profitable on the homestead. And I know there's not a lot of YouTubers out there. A lot of them just make YouTube their main source of income, which doesn't help you all. You know, not everybody can do a YouTube channel. If you all have ever tried, I'm not the best at it, but man, it is hard. It's hard to get that concept in your mind of recording things and doing things and talking to a camera, looking like a crazy person, you know, standing out holding the camera. It's different. But we're going to be doing goats, more laying hens, mainly for us, maybe to raise later on. I'm going to be building chicken tractors, going to be getting meat chickens in different batches, and then maybe next year, 2020, getting meat rabbits and building, I don't know if they call them rabbit tractors or not, but you know, something to raise them on grass. I'm trying, and we're going to start buying some bottle calves from to butcher in the fall. So we're going to try to do as much as we can to be as self-sufficient as possible. I hope you all like it, and this video is kind of out there, but I needed to do an update for you all to let you all know what's going on and what we're going to be doing moving forward, because I have so many projects that I am getting on now because I won't have time in the spring, because I'm getting all this stuff in the spring in order to be able to raise it through the year on the grass as much as possible. So thankfully I have the fence done. So if I had to, I could throw something up temporary for the goats. I'm not going to, but I could. So we got a lot to look forward to. If you all have any ideas, please share. I'm doing a lot of research and thinking about a lot of this stuff, but I've got to make a move. I got to do it quick. And I'm not going to throw it together like my wife says, but I've got to get started on it, and I've got to get my priorities and getting things straightened out. The greenhouse has got to be getting done within the next few weeks, because plants got to go in next few weeks. As soon as mid-February, late February, maybe even early March, they need to be started in there if it's warm enough. So we'll see what happens. Like and subscribe if you guys aren't already. I'm going to be putting up a lot of videos from now on. So thanks, guys.